What's up, homies? This is Redline 87, and this is Sophia 2.0. When I first bought this bike, I loved the way it looked. I loved everything about it. I loved the stock paint scheme. And then shortly after buying it, I discovered the S-Look edition and the red paint that came with it. Being Redline 87, that was it for me. So initially when I bought the bike, I went into it knowing I was gonna do a full teardown at some point. I had no idea what direction I wanted to go with it, but I knew at some point this body was gonna make it on this bike. I'm not gonna upgrade to the leader bike. A lot of guys think that once you wreck a 600 or you have a 600 for a while, you have to upgrade. I'm living proof you don't. This bike is more than fast enough to compete both on the street or on the racetrack, and it's a hell of a lot of fun. So I'm diehard Triumph now. I love this bike to death. I can work on it myself, and it's never going anywhere. My first priority was the exhaust system, and they are a limited production. I was pretty lucky to get one. They're not readily available. It was a long wait to get it, but it was the baddest exhaust system on the market for this bike, so that was priority one. Once I got the exhaust done, I wanted to get the most out of my exhaust, so I decided to do a full custom tune, driven block off plates, and a BMC filter, and I removed all the emission stuff. So I got rid of the SAI system, I got rid of the carbon canister, anything that was emissions oriented on the bike, I had to get rid of. The biggest difference as far as upgrades goes that I noticed, it has to be the Motion Pro throttle, because the throttle comes with a variety of different cams. So you can either go quick turn or you can go like street to track, and they've got a bunch of different sizes for them. The throttle was just there. It's a lot more crisp. There's no wiggle. It's like riding another bike. And it almost makes you feel like the bike is actually faster, when in reality, you're just getting the power that's been there the entire time. You're just getting it a lot quicker. I remember the second track day I took it to, there was a 2014 R1, nice bike. The kid had just got it. He was doing his second track day, and I came around him in Jennings in turn one. I came around him on the outside, and he came to me in the pits afterwards. And it's like, yeah, I saw you pass me, and I was like, as soon as we hit the straightaway, I'm gonna run him down. And by the time I stood my bike up, you were gone. So for those of you who say that the middleweight class, the Daytonas, the 600s, they can't hang with the leader bikes, you might be talking about drag racing, because it sure as hell ain't on the racetrack. So I get questions all the time, is the 600 worth getting if you ride with leader bikes? And my younger brother, he has a 2014 BMW HP4, and if you don't know what that is, Google it. He's got the comp edition, so it's got every bell and whistle available in 2014. He drags me a little in the straightaway, but the BMW is a big bike, which you're gonna sacrifice a little bit of weight, a little bit of tip in with a bigger bike, because it takes more to get it into a turn, whereas something like this that's so light and nimble, you got no problem tipping it in and getting the lean angle you need a lot quicker than a guy on a much bigger bike. As far as street riding goes, I mean, I'm right there with him to about 120 miles an hour. Once he gets up into fourth and fifth gear, starts really making the horsepower and putting the horsepower to the road, then the CCs just takes over. But from a roll at 60, 70 miles an hour, he walks away from me a little bit, but it's not as drastic as people think. If you want to go to the racetrack and actually have some fun and use these bikes what they're made to do, then get a 600. It's lighter, it's meaner, it's a lot easier to maneuver, and you can get off the racetrack in 10, 15-minute sessions and you're not dying because you're lugging a big bitch running around. All in all, I couldn't be happier how the project came out. It's exactly what I envisioned 2 years ago when I bought it. It's been a long road, it's been long nights, but I am completely attached to this bike. This bike's never going anywhere. Track, street, whatever I want to do, like if I need something reliable that I know I'm going to have fun on, just riding this has changed my whole perception of what Triumph's really about. What up, people? This is Redline 87. This is Sophia 2.0.
Say it with your chest.
You can't do that.
You absolutely.
No, I'm saying you can't say it with your chest. I'm trying to think about what I want to say.
What's up, bitches?
What's up, bitches? What's up, bitches? This is Redline. Yeah, just get bit by a goddamn spider. I thought it was like a fly or something.
You all right?
Yeah, it's not swelling up, but all spiders bite, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm not dead yet, so
Well, we'll have you on film.
cool. Signing off.